So I stopped fast-forwarding when we got to Tony Schiavone in the ring with FTR. And they're talking about the Briscoes, 2 out of 3 falls, the rematch. Tonight, as we speak. And Jim Ross compared FTR to the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, Tully and Arn, Jack and Jerry Briscoe, and he's very apt in those comparisons. But what did everybody gloss over, Brian, about this interview and this announcement?
What did everyone gloss over about the interview Dax did about his daughter?
Well, yeah, but I'm going to get into the interview in a second, but just the announcement talking about this match, rematch, 2 out of 3 falls with the Briscoes. I don't think they said Mark and Jay. I think it said the Briscoes.
Are you going to say that Mark and Jay have not been mentioned or seen on TV before this?
They announced a rematch of a match that was held on another program that was not ever recapped or clipped or highlighted on this television, nor have Mark and Jay Briscoe's faces or voices ever appeared on this television show. And they just went right by and assumed, and everybody knows when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. They assume everybody watching would know who the Briscoes are, even though they've never been on the show and never been seen on the program in any kind of tape or VTR or whatever. I think their names might have been mentioned a time or two in relation to the first match with FTR. Now, luckily, AEW doesn't have anybody watching this program that doesn't know who all their people are, because nobody would take that amount of time to do that out of their life except somebody that already loved this shit, which is the problem. If anybody accidentally was watching this show for the first time and all they've ever seen is WWE because they got fucking lives, kids, jobs, whatever, they're going, wait, rematch Briscoe, who the fuck is that? Sure, can we hear from them? Can we see them? Can we put a face to this name that we're hearing? So they're promoting a pay-per-view from a company that doesn't technically exist anymore on a television show and talking about people that are going to be on that pay-per-view that have never appeared on this television show. And we still want to see the match.
Yeah, we still want to see the match, and it'll still get 100,000 buys, which is remarkable. And in this case, we know why Tony can't feature the Briscoes. There's nothing he can do.
How in the world can you not show footage of something that happened in another company as and to promote a fucking pay-per-view that's not going to happen on their air? What the fuck? At some point, you've got to say, hey, these goddamn guys apologized. You were pissed at them. Well, they've apologized multiple times. And besides that, they'll help our ratings. Have you not noticed? Our television show sucks a cock. It's a shits. It stinks. And we need talent. But anyway, speaking of talent, Cash started the promo. They're doing babyface promos now, and he did a good job of it. And his point was, we respect you, Briscoes, but you're not taking these from us. And then Dax got in. And I didn't know this story was real and that it happened to him, but he talked about an 8-year-old girl with a hole in her heart. And I'm not even going to try to do this justice. Go back and watch this promo. This was not only the best FTR promo ever, this was the best 3 minutes of promo ever on AEW television. It would have been the best 3 minutes of promo possibly on WWE television in the last 10 years, maybe longer. It was real, and I got goosebumps, and the people listened to it, and they reacted in the right place. It was his 8-year-old daughter with a hole in her heart. And she's well now, and that got a big round of applause. But she fought, and she persevered, and she overcame that. And the whole point of the promo, the go-home line was, Saturday night, Briscoes, I'm going to fight like an 8-year-old girl. I'm getting goosebumps now. That was brilliant. not only amazing that he could say it that well, and especially since obviously his daughter, he has to be emotional, and he was somewhat, it helped, but also the way to articulate that and bring it into applying it to wrestling was genius. That's the only thing if somebody said, would you ever watch any of this television program again? Even if people offered you money, I'd say no, but I will watch this promo over and over again for free and maybe even pay you. And if we had more shit like this in the business, it'd be better off.
And I'd say how much. This was fantastic. I want to know, and if you haven't, I hope you get a chance to before we watch the pay-per-view tonight. Did you see the sit-down that was on YouTube and on Twitter? Or not Twitter. Yeah, it was on Twitter. FTR, the Briscoes, Caprice Coleman, and a bottle of tequila?
I did not see that.
You need to see that. I saw it in between last week's Dynamite and this week's Dynamite. And my first thought was, this is better than anything they had on Dynamite. Again, I understand Tony's hands are tied with the Briscoes, but you need to see this. This was great.
Well, and I will look that up before tonight. But I could have ended the show right there and been happy. And